And what are the rules of the game? Because normally you just need to get it over the net with badminton,
Yeah.
not let it touch the floor. With tennis is a bounce and within the box. But with paddle, I see it bouncing off walls and stuff. Like, so
Yeah.
it seems a bit like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, what's
So,
allowed? What's not allowed?
so the scoring is exactly the same as tennis. So that's nice and simple, 15, 30, 40 love game. You get 2 serves. A serve is a lot easier than in tennis, and it's not seen as a kind of a match winner. It's a simple bounce and then contact below waist height. And then after that, you're surrounded by the glass walls. The main rule is, it's so same as tennis. The ball has to hit the floor first in your opponent's end. If it hits the glass direct, that's out. So as long as it hits the floor and then it can bounce off the glass, you've just got to hit it again before it hits the floor. So
And when it goes over the net,
yeah,
can it land anywhere?
yeah. So it can land only on the serve. It's got to land in the diagonal box, but after that, it can land anywhere on the floor first.
Oh, wow.
And then it can bounce however many times on the wall, and as long as you don't let it hit the floor again, it's all good. So that's the kind of 20-second rule recap of paddle.
Oh, wow. And how many sets do you have?
So best of 3 normally.
Of
Yeah.
3. And how does this racket sport compare to the others for you? Do you normally play tennis or badminton?
So I played a little bit of tennis. I'm terrible, but I'm just fortunate. Paddle is a mix in between them all, like in between squash. I never played squash, but it's a mix in between squash, tennis. So you're quite close together. It's quite based on reaction when you're at the net, and it's a lot of mental games. And because it's a smaller court, so you've got to think about your shots more. It's not based on power, and luckily for me, so it's more about putting the ball where your opponent can't attack it. So playing it low or playing it a lob over them, for example. Well, that's why it's so popular, because people are seeing that it's easy to pick up. It's a lot more fun. You get a lot more out of it. The average rally is like 10 shots compared to tennis where it's 3. So yeah, it's a great sport.
And how do you become mentally tough for this?
I'm not mentally tough for this, but it's just years and years of competing, putting yourselves in uncomfortable positions. And I've just taken on a psychologist now, and they're kind of making me see it in a different way, giving me different methods.
Sorry, what do you mean you've taken on a psychologist now?
So I'm working with someone that's with the LTA. So they're speaking with me twice a week. We're going to have sessions in person and online. So they're teaching me methods like when negative thoughts come in, when you're at a high pressure situation, to learn to not just block them off, like understand them while they're coming in. Can you do anything about it? Kind of go through a checklist.
Right.
And if you can't do anything about it, then what are you worrying about? And just play with confidence.